I have a theory. This relates to the first war book that I read like months ago, but it was more of like, I read it, and I would keep it at the back of my head just in case, and then I came back into it when I did like some voice acting for it, for Perturabo against Dorn. Check my YouTube channel for that if you want voice acting stuff or mediocre voice acting stuff. Links will be in the description and you can check on that. So I just thought, what if the first wall is foreshadowing for later books? Yes, we already know that the scouring will happen after the Siege of Terra, but I just thought, okay, this is the very first time that we're ever seeing Dorn and Perturabo speak together. Well, in quite a distance, but still, they will talk for the very first time. And I just thought, okay, this will be interesting. And also, spoilers, what was it? Death and the begin of the death? Death in the beginning of the death? That it's another one of those words, I don't care. It's like, it's part 3, the last book of the Siege of Terra series. Sorry, not sorry, spoilers. Okay, I'm gonna mention it now, and you already had 5 seconds to, like, skip this part, so, it sucks to be you. You're gonna hear the spoilers now. So after Perturabo left Terra, he was considering getting, like, a new set of armor. And because he thought, you know, Horus will win the fight, and he will take Terra, and he will come back and whoop Perturabo's ass for good. So Perturabo was thinking, I need a new set of armor, and maybe I might kill Horus. Fuck it, might as well. And then I'm already thinking, since Perturabo's gonna make the new armor, would be related to this, like, the Iron Cage after the Siege of Terra and all that shit? Or this new set of armor is going to be part of the Iron Cage, and not only that, will be related to him being a demon prince. There's a different topic about him, you know, being a demon prince, which, you know, as most people would know about Perturabo, he's cringe. Not him cringe. The gods are cringe in his mindset. And for him being a demon prince is counter to his mindset about that. I probably might mention like another theory video of why he became a demon prince in the first place. I could be wrong in some things, but from as far as I'm read, I'm going to simplify this. Gods are cringe, but he's got to use the warp's power because it's nothing just warp energy, and then just uses it to manifest himself as a demon prince. I haven't gone that far yet, so give me some time and I'll get back to you to it about the demon prince part. But, and if you haven't checked one of my videos before, I did a video about the Iron Cage, changed the title a couple of times, but mainly that video is about the old lore of the Iron Cage. If you're interested, go for it. It's nothing too special and all that, but I just thought, hey, you know, if you haven't checked it before, might as well go check on it. And it's very old, so, yes. Not only that, the video, the reason I relate to the video, because I've already explained everything about the Iron Cage, you know, what was in the old lore. And if there's, like, new lore about the Iron Cage, obviously every fucking YouTuber is gonna, like, oversaturate it and explain the whole thing over and over again.
It's not about people oversaturating the video. It's about your personality. That's why people will come to you and all that.
If I liked my golden fish to be autistic, it is still a golden fish. It does not make a difference. Well, hopefully that makes sense, but I don't know. Yeah, but then again, if the content is oversaturated, then there's no point of me doing it. Yes, I can do Iron Warriors, Impure Fist, talking about their legions, what is their history, and who their fucking primarchs is. Then again, everyone has done that ever since I joined the Warhammer community, ever since 2019. Every other YouTube content creator has already been through that shit, so not really a point. But if there's something that I really like to talk about and really invest into it, yeah, sure, why not? Like, it won't do great, but, you know what, I was gonna throw that in. But regardless, video that I made a while ago, and also this kind of relates to what's gonna happen afterwards of the Siege of Terra. With with Perturabo's considering and making new armor, will we have a little changes in the Iron Cage? Specifically, since that piece of evidence been coming out, I'm like, will we now have a chance to have Dorn versus Perturabo in a Clash of Brawl as a fight. Or we're gonna have the old law where Dorn just runs in head on and just fights everything, and he's just a fuck ton of grinding up against the two armies that, you know, never seem to be a victor on each side. It doesn't matter. But I have a theory that they might clash together, hopefully. And if that's the case, I'll be really curious who wins. Obviously, none of them's gonna die. Pretty obvious, for obvious reasons. But I am very skeptical that, you know, Perturabo wouldn't just make new armor for nothing. It's going to be a key for something that's going to happen in the future. So, it's going to be related to him being a Demon Prince, and it's going to be related to the Iron Cage. And if there's going to be more than that, well, fuck me then, okay? There's some pieces that I didn't expect that just come out of nowhere. Like, in an author perspective, like, why would you build an armor in the first place and then, you know, find out that Horus is dead? You know, obviously Perturabo's going to use it for something, and he's not going to use it for nothing. So, why not just use it on something else? Iron Cage is a perfect nest for that, unless there's something else that I might have missed. Who knows? But as far as I've read from the Perturabo book, from pretty much the video that I did like years ago about the Iron Cage, and that is just simply me describing the Iron Cage from the old lore, and most likely we're going to get new stuff, maybe in the years coming after this video. So, most likely, what I'm going to theorize, really, is Perturabo, Dorn, have a little me talking afterwards. And then after that, Perturabo makes his great armor, or whatever armor he's considering to beat Horus. Finds out Horus is dead. He's like, oh well, unlucky, GG, go next, haha. And then uses his new armor and goes to the Iron Cage and fights against Dorn, either face to face, or he's gonna sit there eating popcorn while he's letting his men grind through the Imperial Fist and just having that clash thing, just like pretty much the old law. Or if they do clash, it's a really hard decision for me to see which one is which. Most likely it's going to be a draw and then just stand back, and most likely the Imperial Fist will suffer much greater than the Iron Warriors, or both of them suffer so much, but because the Iron Warriors don't really care that much of, like, grind of nutrition, they're just like, well, alright, anyways, unlucky. Let's go take that planet real quick, yoink, yum out now. And then the Imperial Fist, who suffered like a grind of nutrition that never experienced that type of warfare before, even though they're really good at siege warfare, they get really fucked, pretty much. And, you know, there's much more into it, I think, but that's where my head space is going to, and I really wanted to put this theory out, because I was like, you know what, it's not so much that no one has talked about it, but it was more of like an interesting idea of what would this lead to the next stage after the Siege of Terra. You know, the End and the Death Part 3 showed very interesting stuff. Some things stayed as the old lore, and then there was like some minor tweaks, which I thought was, okay, fair enough, then it's interesting, yeah. Well, yep, why not? Fuck it. And then my main interest is Dorn and Perturabo. Obviously, other things that happened in the aftermath as well, but mainly because, I'll be honest, Dorn and Perturabo kind of go well together for me as when they clash together, and so many other chapters as well, or legions, they go well when they go against each other. But my brain is siege warfare. Alright, fuck it, get those two together. So that is it for today's video of Dorn versus Perturabo, of what might happen. This is more of a me, gibberish speaking out of my head, because I just thought of the theory, might as well bring it out. And these are types of videos that don't really need a script for me to read, because I already have a rough idea of what's going to happen, and these are connections. And plus, it's a theory video. So, you know, there isn't much for me to research other than, oh, okay, this happened, boom. So, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for watching, my brothers. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Farewell, my brothers, and take care.